Hi Chalmers Stingers, it's Irrej from the UK. I went to Chalmers for about 2 years and I'm living in Bradford, UK now, and I'm happy to tell you a bit about my journey. I went to Chalmers for 2 years and we moved to Canada from Pakistan actually. I moved with my family in the year 2000 and it was the end of the school year, so it was mid-April when we moved. So I joined grade 5 and I remember I was in Mr. Okado's class. And because it was the end of the year, it was only like May and June that I attended that year of grade 5. And then for grade 6, I was in Mr. Ing's class. And then for grade 7, I was in Mr. Fields' class. And I believe both Mr. Okado and Mr. Fields have retired now. And out of all the teachers from Chalmers, obviously Mr. Ing was definitely the most funnest and most coolest teacher in the school, I think. And I think the thing with Mr. Ing is that he just made everything just so much fun. So he made learning and school a lot of fun actually. And because everything was quite new for me, I had just come from Pakistan, everything was still quite new, life in Canada was quite new. So he definitely made me just come out of my shell. I graduated from Chalmers at the end of grade 7. So that was the year 2002. And then after that, from my high school, I went on to Burnsview High School. And I stayed at Burnsview for the 5 years. And so I attended grade 8 till grade 12 at Burnsview. And actually the year I joined Burnsview, that was 2002. So back then, Burnsview used to be only up till grade 10 actually. So it was only from grade 8 till grade 10. And then after grade 10, everyone moved on to North Delta School, high school. But the year that I was supposed to attend grade 11, Burnsview actually changed into grade 11 and grade 12 as well. So that's why I decided for grade 11 to attend Burnsview as well. And I'm actually really happy and really glad that I did that because I was really familiar with the school. I really liked all the teachers and it was a lot smaller compared to North Delta because North Delta is a really big high school and it's been running for years. And Burnsview, because it was the first time, it was a new school for 11 and 12, so it was quite small. I knew all the teachers, all my friends stayed as well, so I really enjoyed staying at Burnsview for my high school years. I am an optometrist. Optometrists help look after the health of your eyes, and I live in the UK now with my husband, who is a family doctor, or here in England we call them GP or a general practitioner, and we have 2 young daughters, a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old.
How long have you been in England and what do you miss about Canada?
I've been living in England for about 10 years now and I still really miss Canada. And I think in the beginning when I came, I really missed Tim Hortons actually. And I think you're not a true Canadian if you don't miss your Tim Hortons. So in the beginning, every time I would go back to Canada, I would buy lots of the French vanilla and the coffee tins and bring them back and have them here throughout the year. But then in the last 5 years now, they've actually opened a lot of Tim Hortons here in England as well. So the closest one to my house is 1 hour drive away. So me and my family, we actually every few months or so, whenever we're really craving Tim Hortons, we drive up to Tim Hortons here, about an hour's drive. It's in Manchester here. And we always get our Tim Hortons. And my daughters, they both really love Tim Hortons and they love getting the ice cap. And they always ask us, can we go to Tim Hortons again, please?
Hi Irrej, I'm Ricardo. What are some activities you like to do here in Delta?
And favorite thing to do in Delta would probably be to go for walks. And I remember when I was growing up, there were so many parks and playgrounds in Delta and I loved going to them. And the other really cool thing about Delta is the location. So there's so many beaches close by, Vancouver's so close, you can go to Stanley Park and White Rock was close by as well. So I loved going to all these new places with my family on the weekends, and yeah, it was a really nice location.
What's your favorite sports to play?
Sports wise, I'm not really an athletic type of person, but since I was young, I've always enjoyed playing badminton, so it's definitely my favorite sport.
How did you decide on your career?
And as a profession, I'm actually really happy that I did choose optometry as a career. And it's definitely the best career choice for me. I just love meeting new people and helping them as well. And you know the satisfaction that you get when you help someone see and actually help them see better as well. So it's a really nice feeling and it's a very good career choice. So as an optometrist, I really like helping people see. And the thing is, you don't only go to an optometrist when you're having trouble with your eyes or you can't really see properly. You should always, here we advise everyone to go for their eye test every 2 years. So even if your eyesight is perfectly fine, you can see everything pretty clearly, you should still go for your eye test, because we can actually see a lot of health problems at the back of your eyes as well. So apart from just finding out if you need glasses or not, we can actually detect things like high blood pressure, cholesterol, and even diabetes from looking at back of your eyes actually. So it's really important to get your eyes tested quite regularly. And other things that we can pick up is things like cataract and things like glaucoma as well. So if you get things like that, we have to refer you on to an ophthalmologist, which is a hospital specialist doctor, and then they can refer you on for the further treatment.
How do you even become an optometrist?
To become an optometrist in Canada, first you need to attend university with a Bachelor's of Science degree. So that's 4 years. And then after those 4 years, you need to apply into optometry school. And at the moment, there's only 2 optometry schools in Canada. So one is University of Waterloo and the second one is University of Montreal. So then you apply into the optometry school, and that is another 4 years. And after you finish that, then you are a fully qualified optometrist in Canada.
What's your favorite cartoon to watch?
My favorite cartoon when I was growing up was actually SpongeBob, and I really enjoyed watching SpongeBob. And even now, when my kids watch SpongeBob now, I actually get really happy because I still actually enjoy SpongeBob. And I think that's kind of a show that kids and adults all can enjoy together, and it's really funny. And another cartoon that I really used to enjoy was called Card Captors, and I don't think it was that popular. It was an anime type of cartoon, and I really used to enjoy watching that as well.
What's your favorite fruit to eat?
And my favorite fruit would be mango actually.
What does England really look like?
England has some really beautiful views, and it's a very different view than Canada. So here you will mainly see like rolling hills and lots of fields with lots of greenery and grass. So this area here is just a 2-minute walk from our house. These are just some residential houses, and it's a very hilly place, England actually. So there's lots of hills everywhere here.
What does optometry equipment look like?
I've just got some of my equipment here with me. So if you've been to an optometrist, you'll have seen a few of these things. So this here is called an ophthalmoscope. So this is the one that the optometrist shines in your eyes and has a really good look at the back of your eyes. And with this one, we can detect a lot of things like I mentioned, like blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes. So this one is called ophthalmoscope. And then we have this one here. So this one is called a retinoscope. So with this one, you will be wearing these glasses on your face, and the optometrist will shine this light in your eyes. And this one actually tells us what prescription you need for your glasses.
What were some barriers you had to overcome?
I have had 2 major moves in my life. So one was as a child moving from Pakistan to Canada. And that, at the time, it seemed really difficult, especially because I didn't know the language, I didn't know any English. So at the time, that seemed really hard. But I think after a few years, after I got confident in English, I made some really good friends. So then I got really happy with life in Canada and everything was fine. Another really big obstacle that I faced when I moved to the UK was getting my driver's license. So in Canada, I already had my driver's license, but when I moved to UK, I had to apply for it all over again. So I had to take driving lessons again, and I have to give the test again as well. And it was actually quite challenging because the roads here in England, you can't really compare them to Canada. Canada, the roads are so wide, so big. But the roads here are really narrow actually, and people park on both sides of the lane. So at times a few people have to stop to let the other people go because the roads are actually really narrow here. So I found that really difficult. And in the beginning when I came, I didn't think I could ever pass my driving test here and be able to drive. But then I passed my test, and yeah, I'm a very confident driver now here in UK as well.
What advice would you give to your 12-year-old self?
Advice that I would give my 11-year-old self would be just to be confident actually and just really believe in yourself. Because as growing up, I definitely had my doubts. I never thought I could be an optometrist, but you just have to really work hard and really try to achieve your dreams. And if you work hard, you definitely can achieve your dreams by the end. These are my kids and they keep me really busy. I need to go now, but I hope you've learned a bit about me and my life here in the UK. Thanks for taking the time to learn and keep working hard to overcome any barriers in life. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.